I like dedicating to one thing, and that is speaking English. That's what I want to do more than anything in the entire world. I know what it's like to like something. I know what it's like to invest myself 100% into learning something. I've been there, I've done it, and I like doing it because the process of actually speaking is the thing that I want to do. I just want to make sure that as many people in the world can hear what I say. So I'm going to dedicate myself to this. I'm going to dedicate myself to speaking every single day because that's what I want to do. I hope you're listening because all you got to do is repeat what I'm saying and you'll be speaking too. It's quite magical when you think about it because we humans kind of hear one person speaking and we go, hey, I can do that too. 違うか? It's really easy. Speaking is so easy, especially when I dedicate myself to doing it. So I like dedicating. I have all these things that I like. I like speaking, I like listening, but I like dedication. I like improving. I like getting better. But I can't get better until I dedicate myself. And so it all starts here. It all starts in my mind because I need to dedicate. I need to. I have to. But most importantly, I wanna dedicate to this one thing, to this one project, to this one course of learning, and that is to improve my speaking, because that's what I want to do. I like it, and that's what's going to happen. So for me to practice is a matter not is there anybody to talk to, because there's obviously nobody to talk to into this room right now. Did anybody notice that I just made a grammar mistake? It doesn't matter because I can keep practicing until I get it better because I'm dedicating myself to speaking no matter what. If there's somebody here or not here. If there's somebody listening or not listening, it doesn't matter because I win. I get to practice. I get to practice as long as I choose to practice. And getting practice now just makes me better when I talk to you in person because that's what I really want to do. I want to talk to you in person. But as we all know, I'm not in Japan right now. I can only meet you guys right here online. And that's fine in the meantime. I just want to say that I never learned how to talk online. I learned offline. But if you really are serious about becoming bilingual and speaking more like a native person, click this link somewhere around here so you can come to my webinar, my live webinar, where I teach you how to meet people so you can go out and actually talk to people in reality. Because you got to dedicate yourself to this process of learning how to speak a second language. And by dedicating, it's a matter of doing. But it's so hard when I study by myself. Now, let's take our thinking because this is all about positive thinking, right? It's not hard. It is so fucking easy to dedicate no matter what anybody says, no matter if anybody is listening at all. I'm not even sure if I'm listening to myself because it doesn't matter. I've dedicated myself to speaking, and that's what's going to happen no matter what. It doesn't matter if there's somebody recording this or not recording this. It doesn't matter if somebody's editing this or not editing this because you're listening. And that is the first step. The second step is then to actually speak. Now, you don't need anybody to speak. You can just start right now and you can talk all day long if you want to. I just got off the phone with my friend who's in Canada and we were talking about him starting a YouTube or an Instagram channel where he goes around and he does this thing. And I thought it would be really cool if he did it. But he's like, well, I'm so busy with my business and whatever. But I know, seriously, this will be really good for your business because if you do this, you're going to get a lot of people that see it. And when people see it, they're going to call you. And so I was kind of trying to explain like everything, but dude, I talked for like an hour to my buddy because he's got a business and I want to help him. And I know a thing or two about doing YouTube. So I was like, dude, this is not a problem for me. All right. I can talk about this all day long, but it really is a matter of, well, am I addressing everybody all at once or am I addressing one person, you? And if I'm addressing you, then we got to be specific about what we talk about, right? And that is, well, obviously taking your level from here to here and getting you out of the loop. Yeah, the loop. Ooh, the loop. Did we talk about the loop? No, let's not talk about the loop. Why? Because when we focus on positive thinking, we don't think about the negative thinking. And the negative thinking is everything that's happened up till now. It didn't work, forget about it, move on. Next. This mentality is super important when you dedicate, because dedication helps you to remember, doesn't matter what's happened up till now. Doesn't matter that I've had trouble before. Doesn't matter that I have trouble pronouncing words up till now. It doesn't matter that I don't have anybody to talk to up till now, because everything's going to change from now because I have decided to dedicate myself to speaking. And by doing that, by dedicating yourself to speaking, you must improve. It's like the law of the universe. How could you not? How could you not? How could you not get better? How could you not improve if you dedicate yourself? How could you not listen to what I'm saying? Because I'm saying, how could you? How could you? How could you not get better? By dedicating yourself. Think about it. If you dedicate, just imagine with your imagination, the power of your imagination. Imagine, man, if I dedicate myself to speaking more like an American, more like an English native speaker, I'm going to get better. I have to get better. It's just a matter of me dedicating myself to sounding more like a native speaker, to sounding more like, well, in my case, a Californian. If you're actually listening to what I'm saying right now, go ahead. I don't mind if you copy me at all, because what I'm saying is just what I learned from 1,000 other people, right? Like, you just got to dedicate yourself to the stream of California consciousness if you'd like to be a part of it. And in California, anybody could be a Californian. All you got to do is just like show up and say, what's up, guys? And people are like, hey, dude, what's up? Welcome to California. This is your like vibes card. And like you get elevated when you have the California consciousness, because it isn't really a matter of what happened before you came to California. A lot of people come to California for a new life, a new beginning, and California gives it to you, because you could be anybody you want in California. I've heard a lot of crazy stories in California, and it doesn't matter. It's all good, because everybody starts fresh with a California accent. It's true. If you've been to California, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't been to California, we should go. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about doing a road trip to California. It'd be kind of fun. But, you know, I'm trying to make videos that are useful for you. And as I understand the reality of society and everything, learning online happens sometimes. But learning in reality is just like every single day. Oh my gosh, something new to say. Every single day, something new to say. Every single day, something new to say. Oh my gosh, it's so easy to play every day. If I say something new to somebody new that I meet, you know, like at the cafe. there was the word. I was looking for a rhyme somewhere there. But like, yeah, if you actually go to a foreign country, imagine that. Imagine dedicating yourself so much, like, okay, I am so serious about learning a second language. I'm so serious about speaking English that I'm going to go to an English-speaking country where I'm surrounded by English. And you'd think, oh, I'm going to get better. But even then, you got to dedicate yourself to actually speaking. It doesn't matter if there's a million people around you. You're stuck in your little car, in your little apartment, and you don't talk to people, even though you're in America or Canada or Australia. You're not going to get better, because it doesn't matter about what surrounds you. It matters what's in you. It matters what's going on inside of your brain, because the only place that's learning anything is your brain, right? It doesn't matter if you're in California or not in California. Your brain can switch to English right now, and you can just start speaking right now. It's just that when somebody's in front of you, it makes it so much easier. It's like an excuse. ああ、外国人がいるからじゃあ英語で話さないといけないんだよね。それとも、勝手に英語で喋ってください。大丈夫ですか？なんか勝手に。別に理由がない。言い訳がない。喋りたいから英語で喋りますみたいな 自信っていうか、commitment ね。You gotta have commitment. You really just gotta dedicate yourself to just doing it. And again, you can have 100 people around you, you can have 10 people around you, you can have one person around you to give you that excuse to just talk. But I promise you, with all of my heart, that all you need to do is just begin talking, and all of a sudden you're talking. Now, is there going to be anybody to fix your English? Well, I don't know. That's a matter of how brave you are to leave your house or to get on the phone and talk to somebody. You want to talk to somebody? もしもしどうもはい。英語で喋りたいかいいよぜひ喋りましょう I mean, when do you begin? When does it begin? When does it start? And it starts now. It starts, well, by listening, but to finish the loop, you gotta actually just take the sound as it comes into your ear. You gotta mimic your body and your mouth and your tongue so that you're actually kind of uttering the sounds that you hear. It's like a mirroring thing that happens. It's this mimicking thing that happens. So when somebody says hey, what's up? You say, hey, what's up? It's so easy. It's so easy. You don't got to overthink it. You don't got to overthink it. All you got to do is mimic. All you got to do is mimic. If you want to talk like a Japanese person, I don't see what the reason is. Why would you want to do that? Why would you just want to keep saying the same thing over and over again that you learned in junior high school? You got to listen to pure, fresh English like you're doing now. Just listen, right? And then, after you get a little sick of it in a sense, you then mimic it. It's okay, I've heard enough. I get it, and I get it. I get it. I just got to flip the switch and I got to start. I don't know if I'm saying everything correctly, and it doesn't matter because nobody's listening anyway, right? But you're okay, I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better. And how do I know if I'm getting better if there's nobody to talk to? You're okay, well, maybe now I'm going to go out and actually talk to somebody. If you need help getting that opportunity to talk to somebody, please join my webinar. There's a link somewhere around here. But please check it out because I'm going to teach you how to go up and talk to anybody in English if you want to. You could do it in Japan, you could do it in America, you could do it in Canada, you could do it in Korea. It's really simple. All you got to do is actually talk, and you can do it by opening your mouth and saying the magical words. It's a greeting, yes. It's kind of like a magical spell that you do. Instead of saying konnichiwa, you greet people with another phrase that is so magical they must talk to you in a very polite way. And your goal, maybe you're going to make a friend, maybe you're not, I don't know, but the point isn't necessarily to make a friend. The point is to actually just speak. Even if nobody responds to you, even if there's nobody around, right? Because again, if you just focus on speaking as this inner circle, this self-contained commitment that you're going to speak, eventually you're going to find the excuse to speak to somebody somewhere out there in reality. And that person, I don't know who that person's going to be. That person could be just on the street corner. That person could be at a cafe. That person you're going to talk to could be a friend of a friend. That person that you're going to talk to could be at the train station. That person that you're going to talk to in the future, if you dedicate yourself and look out for the opportunity, could be at, I don't know, a local tourist spot if you just went out there yourself. Maybe you can be hey, you know what? I kind of want to talk to somebody in English. I know there's a high probability I'm going to see an English speaker if I go to Shibuya Station because I know there's a lot of people out there taking pictures. Maybe I'll have an opportunity to talk to somebody there. Well, then maybe you should go there. I don't know. How much effort is it for you to go to Shibuya? Or you could just go to California or Hawaii or Australia, but hey, it costs so much money. All right, well, how dedicated are you? So if you can't go to Australia this Monday, well, then maybe you can go in September. Save your money, make a plan, do something about it, right? But at this rate right now, the way you're doing things, not speaking every day, it's hurting you. You got to get out there and actually talk to people. And that's a promise. We are literally evolved as social beings where we communicate with other people in our tribe. That's why accent is so important because it's a quick, how do you say, signal to the other human that you're talking to that you're normal, that you're not an alien, that you're not AI. If I could really just say something honestly about AI, holy shit, fuck it. Like if you're literally planning like, oh, I can't wait to talk to a robot, then just like, well, you do you, all right? Because I'm human. I'm a earth born, bred human, and I value other humans. And so by valuing other humans, I'm gonna get my information from other humans. And other humans are people that I meet in reality, and that's just how it's done. So this whole internet thing is already kind of sus. You know what I mean? Like, is this guy actually an AI chatbot? Or is that really ky senpai talking? I can't tell. I mean, the AI technology is so amazing that he could just be an AI chatbot. Wouldn't that just blow your mind? But I'm not a chatbot. I am, in fact, a real human dedicating myself to your enlightenment. And if you want to get out there and talk to somebody new, then you got to dedicate and commit. But how do you do that? Well, you start signing up for stuff. You start committing like you're going to the gym. And if you need help with that kind of stuff, then just sign up to my webinar right here. And if you need more help, I have a dictionary that will help you right there.